So what are some of the rules and regulations that you need to know about if you own a rental property in the San Jose real estate market? I'm Steve Rosenberg with Mynd Property Management. Today I am joined with Samantha Betancourt, who is our portfolio manager for Mynd Property Management. So Samantha, we all know that there's a lot of laws, rules, and regulations when you own a rental property. San Jose has a lot of rental properties. They have Airbnbs. They've got every mixture you can imagine, houses, single families, everything. What are some things that, as far as rules, laws, regulations, that I should at least be aware of or know where to go to know what these laws are? Where would I go to find those even?
Yeah, Steve, you're right. There are a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, and they're ever changing also. So some of the main rules and regulations I would touch on are, of course, fair housing, as well as Assembly Bill 1482 that's newly passed. But I would recommend always visiting city and county websites. The City of San Jose website will have a lot of information. And again, it's ever changing. So that's going to be your best option for staying up to date on any changes, new passings, any ordinances, things like that.
Yeah, and I think that it's important to understand that you have federal law, then you have state law, then you have the local ordinances. And sometimes these do not all align or communicate with each other. And you have to make sure that you are operating within the confines of all of these laws. Then you also have the IRS. Then you've got other exterior things that you may not even think about, like emotional support animals and things like that, that you need to make sure that you are not violating people's rights. And you have to make sure that you are operating within the confines of the law. You are making sure that your house is safe and habitable per current laws and regulations, which, again, as you said, they all change. We know that because they just passed AB 1482, which has a whole slew of new laws in there about rent control and who you can lease to, who you cannot, and those kinds of things. So it's very, very important that you understand when you own a rental property, you own a business. And when you own that business, there's laws, rules, and regulations. And it's imperative that you are up on those laws, because not knowing them or not having time for them is not an answer. And especially when you have someone who's living in that property, you have to know what you're doing and making sure that you're not putting anyone in any kind of peril. And if you don't have the ability, then that may be when you hire a third party like a management company, but you just got to make sure that you understand that these laws are ever changing. They are not stagnant, and you've got to know where to go to find these. So as Samantha said, you can go to the local San Jose local ordinances. Then you can go to irs.gov. You can go to fairhousing.gov. Remember, you have protected classes. You've got a lot of things that you really need to be aware of. And again, this is on you as the owner of the property to make sure that you are operating within those laws and that you are up to date with them. Even documents and forms that you're using, you've got to make sure that these are the latest ones that are maybe put out by the state or by a federal level. So Samantha, if somebody wanted to know more about how to find this information and talk up to us about this, how would they do that?
You can always reach us at mynd.co, so mynd.co. That way you can find some of our information, more information about us. You can reach out to us and we can potentially help you with some of your questions. Great.
Well, Samantha, thank you so much. On behalf of Mynd Property Management, Samantha and myself, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.